What's good, man? It's your boy DT3, man, and I'm back at you with another video, man. New media, notification gang, God Squad. It's what it is, man. Look, check this out. Everybody keep hitting me up, on my Instagram, asking me, why, I don't have no content up. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I don't have no content up. Tell y'all right now, cause it's too much talking. It's too much talking. Eddie Hearn out here lying. Eddie Hearn ain't looking out for his fighters. He looking out for himself. He got fighters out here on the juice and ain't fucking changing up his events because he trying to save face. And in the process of him trying to save face, he ends up fucking himself off. And a lot of the shit that's going on, it's really just gossip. I don't give a damn about the interview Wilder did and what he said because I know Wilder gonna say some dumb shit. I don't give a damn about Andy Ruiz and what he's saying about him wanting to fight Joshua, him not wanting to go to the UK. I don't give a fuck about that. Because guess what, Andy? You still got to fight Anthony Joshua. You can't get out of that unless you finna go to court. But either way, you ain't getting out of that fight. You got to fight Anthony Joshua. Now, I don't give a fuck where it happened. Because you guys are champions of the world. And for y'all to be making it so hard to make a fight, and y'all making it so hard to fight anywhere, but yet and still y'all want to claim that y'all the baddest motherfuckers on the planet, but y'all won't fight anywhere. Hell, I'm even getting on Joshua because your punk ass should go right back to New fucking York and fight Andy Ruiz. There's no reason for you to go. I don't give a fuck what anybody say about, well, he should fight in the UK. No, he shouldn't. We know he can win. We know Anthony Joshua can win in the UK. We know that. Anthony Joshua need to prove he can win here in America, in the States. And until he prove that, I'm on that nigga head. Okay? Period. You got your ass whooped over here in America. You need to bring your ass right back over here and win in America and prove that you can fight anywhere in the world. That's why I do give props to Tyson Fury. Because at least Tyson Fury brought his old ass over here and fought Wilder. He brought his ass over here and fought Schultz. Okay? I give Fury credit for that. I really do. Wilder ain't finna take his ass overseas. Ruiz is too much of a sucker to take his little Mexican ass overseas. And now Joshua is too afraid of the American public to bring his ass over here and fight. And I'm sure a few of y'all will disagree and say he's not afraid and blah, blah. Look, check this out. You got your ass whooped in Madison Square Garden. Bring your ass back over to the MSG and fight Ruiz and win the fight and win your belts back. I don't see you as a true champ, bro, if you don't fight in America. Like, there's no way you should be going back to the UK to fight anybody. Prove that you can fight anywhere. You guys are champions of the world and y'all only fighting where y'all comfortable at. Y'all only fighting where the odds are in your favor. What kind of fighters is y'all? You mean to tell me y'all only gonna fight in Vegas? Y'all only gonna fight at the Barclays? Y'all only gonna fight at the Staples Center? But then y'all want to talk about y'all the best fighters in the world? Y'all fight anywhere in the world. I go anywhere in the world, but yet when it comes down to you actually going somewhere else other than where you come, oh no, you got all these excuses. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. But just a week ago, you was talking about how you the best in the world. You go anywhere in the world, blah, 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 blah. But as soon as the opportunity presents itself, oh, now it's they cheat over there, the judges and the referees and all. It's all these excuses. That's why, and I know Andre Ward talked his shit, and I understand where he's coming from, but I respect Anthony Yarde for going to Russia. He's going to Russia to fight Kovalev. I respect that. He's going into uncomfortable, uncharted territory. He's going in a place where no one's going to like him, where everybody's going to be pro Kovalev. The atmosphere is going to be pro Kovalev. All the shit. Everything is against Yarde and Tunde Ajayi. But yet and still, they going over there to fight. And they going over there to fight to win. They're not going over there just to show up and lose. That's a real champion. Now, do I think they'll be able to handle the pressure? I think And where Andre is right is they're underestimating the event itself along with underestimating Kovalev. Because you have never fought in an event like that. You have never headlined an event like that. So you don't even know what it's going to feel like to be in that type of atmosphere. This is going to be your first experience in that type of atmosphere. And some fighters, the moment is too big for them. Will the moment be too big for Anthony Yarde? Is he underestimating how big the moment is? We'll see when they fight happen. But I do respect Anthony Yarde for being willing to go to Russia to fight Kovalev, when there are a lot of boxers that won't do it. I even respect Errol Spence for going overseas and fighting Kell Brook. I respect him for that. Regardless of Kell Brook having the eye injury, all that shit, Errol Spence still took his black ass overseas and fought in an uncomfortable environment and won. Gotta give him his respect. Terrence Crawford went overseas, fought for a belt, and won. Manny Pacquiao went overseas and fought. He lost, but he still was willing to go overseas and fight anywhere in the world to prove that he's the best in the world. Okay? I'm not talking about boxing because it's too much gossip. It's too much hearsay, he say, she say shit. Okay? It's too many people throwing out their opinions and it ain't enough facts out here. It's too much talking. Ain't nobody doing shit. And I told y'all before in previous videos that if all they doing is talking, I'm not finna just do a video just because Wilder said this, Anthony Joshua said that. I don't care. I want to see some action. I want to see people really making fights happen. That's what I want to see. And right now, Eddie Hearn too busy trying to get his name clear because he got motherfuckers off the juice. And he's still clearing them to fight, knowing that they still was on the juice. Eddie, you full of shit for that. You full of shit. You shouldn't have let Dillian Whyte fight like that. Now your reputation is in question. Because did you really not know Gerald Big Baby Miller was on the juice? Because evidently it wasn't new when y'all found out that Gerald Big Baby Miller was juicing. Like y'all know that he was known for juicing. And you mean to tell me now all of a sudden you want to be all emotional like, oh my God, I can't believe Child would do that. But then here we are some months later, you knew Dillian Whyte was juicing? Eddie. Now you looking suspect. Now you suspect to me. Now you are kind of untrustworthy to me. Because Anthony Joshua told you, when you asked him about the Ruiz fight, he told you, whatever you want to do, Eddie, you the promoter. You're the promoter. Your job is to make the fights happen. That's your job. Anthony Joshua's job is to be ready for the fight. Deontay Wilder's job is to be ready to fight. It's not Deontay Wilder's job to make fights. It's not Anthony Joshua's job to make fights. It's up to Al Heyman and Eddie Hearn and Shelly Finkel, Lou DiBella, all them other, it's up to them to make the fights happen. So when Anthony Joshua told you, no, Eddie, you do it. Basically, he told you, Eddie, do your job. I'm doing my job. I'm getting ready to fight Ruiz. I'm getting myself in shape to be ready to fight this guy. All I need you to do is set it up. All I need you to do is set up where it's going to be at. And I'm going to be ready. I'm doing my job. Do yours. Make the fight happen. The reason why these guys ain't fighting each other is because of these promoters. Ain't got shit to do with just the fighters. The promoters play their part too. Y'all need to start holding these promoters accountable. Eddie Hearn, Shelly Finkel, Al Heyman, Lou DiBella, well, the advisor Al Heyman. For somebody who's just an advisor, he got a lot of pull on you niggas. For somebody who's just supposed to be the advisor, he sure is dictating the sport of boxing if he's just an advisor. That advisor is doing a lot of dictation. Okay? Real shit. And a lot of y'all need to cut this Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather program out. Okay? A lot of y'all can't do what they did, bro. Like, a lot of y'all ain't even worth the money. Like, y'all trying to do what they did, but y'all ain't even worth the money that Manny Pacquiao and Floyd are worth. Manny Pacquiao is selling out by himself. Floyd Mayweather selling out by himself. No matter how many wins or losses they got, they still selling out venues by themselves. It don't matter who they fighting. Just the fact that they fighting, they still selling out venues. How many fighters right now by themselves? It don't matter who they fighting, they selling out venues. Wilder ain't selling out by himself. Otherwise, he'd be pay-per-view every time he fight. Every time. It wouldn't matter who Wilder fight. If Wilder was selling out venues, all his fights be pay-per-view. All of them. From this point on, his last fight would have been pay-per-view. Hell, if he would have took the $120 million deal, that all them fights would have been pay-per-view. That Brazil fight, you would have had to pay for it, along with Wilder getting $20 million, which was an extra $8 million that he got. Instead of him getting the 12.5, he was getting an extra $8 million to fight him. And pay-per-view sales too. Come on, bro. And he still said no. Got me stuttering and shit. But for real, I don't want to talk about the gossip in boxing. I want to talk about how Crawford is finna fight, what's that guy name? Paragas. Finna fight him. They talking about that. You know, I want to talk about Errol Spence and Sean Porter. Got a video for that coming. Because that's a fight that's actually finna happen. Okay? I don't want to talk about the what ifs or what. I want to talk about factual shit that's really going on, stuff that's really happening and is going to happen. Right now, only thing that's really for sure that's going to happen is Errol Spence, Sean Porter. I don't care about Wilder and Ortiz. I don't care about Wilder and Ruiz. I don't even care about what Anthony Joshua doing. I don't give a fuck. I care about what's happening in the sport of boxing as far as who fighting. That's what I care about. And if I'm not making videos, understand I'm watching. I'm always watching. From Counterpunch Boxing News, for whatever reason, it's like he don't know who the fuck I am. But that's okay though. You gonna see me eventually, Kurt. You gonna see me eventually. But I watch a lot of Counterpunch Boxing News. You already know I fuck with my boy Bruce fucking Vane. I watch Andrews Tucker's World, Boxing United. You know what I'm saying? I watch a little bit of YB. You know, I haven't been watching him a lot lately, but I catch up on him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I watch a lot of IBFP. I watch all that shit. But when I see some real fuckery going on or some real shit to talk about, I'll hit y'all with a video. No problem. But as long as it's this gossiping bitch shit going on, y'all not gonna hear from me. Y'all not gonna hear from me every time a fighter wipe their ass or blow their nose. You're gonna hear from me when fights are announced, when fighters are actually going to fight. Just what it is. If you like the video, like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified every time I hit y'all with some hot shit. Follow me on Instagram at DT_Boone. Follow me on Twitter at DBoyWSO, man. You already know who it is, man. And I apologize for not being able to end my last video promptly. But I ran out of room. I had to delete some shit. So I had to revamp this video. But you already know who it is, man. It's your boy, DT3, New Media, Notification Gang, God Squad. What it is, man. One.